What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. And today we're going to go over a day trading recap. Went 1 for 2 today. Check it out. Well, guys, I'm out here looking at the chickens because, yeah, that's a little chicken coop there. And today's the day I went 1 for 2. I'm red on the day. We're going to go over the trades in this video. But I had to come out here and get a little therapy. Just look at the chickens and relax. Let me show them to you. Come on over here, meet them. Well, apparently there's a baby chicken there. Whoa, gotta focus up the camera. There we go. What's up, little guy? Alright, guys, now we're gonna go ahead and jump into what the day was like. Today I went 1 for 2. Alright, I went 1 for 2. However, I'm small red on the day. I started the day off small red, but now I'm even smaller red because the last trade really helped me make back like 80% of my red on the day. However, today, the very important part of today was the first take profits. All right, on each trade, I had a first take profit that really helped out tremendously. My very first trade on the day was on AMC. My first take profit on that one protected me. All right, my second trade of the day, I had a first take profit zone hit, and I actually took profit in that zone multiple times, and that was actually something that was able to help me, like knock down the red on the day. So these first take profits today were absolutely crucial, monumental. If you hold on to the entire position, once those take profit zones are hit, then you're kind of stuck if it all turns around against you. So that really helped me out a lot today. And that is kind of like the moral of the story. You got to be disciplined enough to take profit at those zones if they are hit. And that helps you and protects you from downside. And not only that, today it actually helped me to make back a huge chunk of money from my day. So it's like a paper cut of a day in reality. We're going to jump into the charts here. But before we do, let me let you know, because maybe you're new or you haven't heard about us, the daytraderchatroom.com, link in the description and comment section below. You can actually come out for a 5-day trial with us, or you can come out for free chat Mondays. But the 5-day trial is there, it's available, and you get access to the dashboard and courses as well. All right, now let's go ahead, smash the like button, and jump into the charts. All right, guys, so let's get into the recap on the morning. Now, this morning, we went through the weekly watch list and the daily watch list, and I was concerned that most of these stocks and the overall market itself had made basically the entire move we were looking for, right? So I was concerned that because of that, we might see a choppy overall session on some of these small caps like NRXP, maybe even AEHR, and definitely on the SPY. That's what I was thinking. So this morning, we stepped in here and I was looking at AMC, AEHR as my favorites, followed by CYTK and NRXP. Here's the weekly watch list. Here's the intraday watch list here: AEHR, AMC, NRXP, CYTX, and the weekly watch list here. Guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, we send out the weekly watch list every week for free. You can sign up by just going down to the description section or comment section of the YouTube video and signing up for the free course. That'll get you the weekly watch list, okay? Now, I did take some trades here. Let me show you first the SPY one. SPY, with inflation fears running wild with consumers, the overall market is not feeling very confident in the short term. And if this sentiment continues, I think we could see the SPY hit 426 area. Area could be very possible if 430 fails to hold support. And let's just go straight to the SPY right now. Look at that, man. Look at that. We gapped down, like the whole move happened in pre-market. We gapped down and just went all the way down here to 423, way lower than I would have thought it would have happened today. I thought today we could get a 426, tomorrow get a little bounce, and maybe on Wednesday we would get that drop down to the low 420s. Nope. Today, like the entire move we discussed in the weekly happened pre-market, then we got that move lower, and now we're getting that bounce. And like I said, that 50-day moving average, those low 420s, we're going to be a very strong support area, and we're getting a bounce off of that area now. All right, so that's on the SPY. We were also watching AMC. Now, AMC was my red trade of the day today. I have 2 trades. I went 1 for 2. AMC had a lot of potential, in my opinion, this morning, and I'll show you where my trade happened. Right in here, the very first bounce attempt on AMC, I went ahead and got a starter position with puts in here, okay? And that entry was at 222. It was the $30 strike, July 23rd expiration. I was in at 222 on those puts, and I was looking to write this down towards 30 bucks. Here's 30 bucks right there. You can see it's his previous top from back here. I was looking to get, a move down towards 30 bucks and hold on to a piece to see if we actually got all the way down here to 24, maybe over the next day or so. But AMC had other plans. It got down here real quick, and on this candle I thought I was money and went ahead and took off a piece of profit at 232. And then right in here I stopped out the rest, which maybe I got stopped out a little bit prematurely on there. Maybe no, I definitely got stopped out prematurely. However, we got off here in this candle. I took a piece of profit off down here at $2.32, okay? These lows here, those puts only got into the 240s. It only got into the 240s, and it got into the 240s down here. Literally here upon this new low, we were still in the 230s. So they weren't trading that great at all. They weren't trading that great at all. I thought we were going to get that bounce and rally here because it was, potential support zone. We had really good volume attempt on the bounce. It was increasing, all right? But no, it just shook me out, went a little bit lower, and then later it rallied. So I was right on the thinking of it rallying back towards 33 I had mentioned. I never would have thought it would have gotten to 35 and filled the gap, but hey, it did. But nonetheless, this could have been a better trade. It could have been a better trade. I could have taken off a little bit more profit here. Eventually, I would have been stopped out more than likely somewhere in here. I would have been stopped out of the remainder of the position, but at least I would have had 2 take profits versus just the 1. Okay, at least I would have had the 2 take profits versus just the 1, but that's all right. So this trade, although it was red, it was minimal red. It was roughly about 10% of a regular red trade. So went ahead and moved on from this one, from AMC. We were watching NRXP. NRXP has just been a chop fest. It's just been a chop fest. I tried to actually get long in here, and I showed you guys the screenshot earlier from my broker. The order failed, and now I actually logged in via the app on StreetSmart's Edge, and they had an alert out that they were having issues with StreetSmart's Edge and the mobile app as well. So now that makes sense. Obviously, guys, how I trade. It would have been a first take profit followed by a second take profit upon the new high, and then as soon as we had that action, I told you guys, if you're long this thing, that's a bearish signal. We made a new high and we took it all back. That is a bearish signal. I would have stopped out the rest down here. I would have stopped out the rest easily because I would have read that bearish signal. So this trade here alone would have brought me back to the green, even though I would have stopped out in a portion of it. All right. Now, I missed out on that one because of the broker issues. So I had one more I was watching, and it was great too, guys, because we were watching this one, and I'll show you all the alerts here in a minute. We were watching this one, AEHR, and it was funny because it's the beauty of being able to trade chart patterns versus chasing momentum around. We were literally talking about cruises, guys. We were literally talking about itineraries on cruise lines and whatnot. So that was a fun little conversation while this trade or this chart was setting itself up. Right? I went ahead and got long this one in here with a stop at that 450 area because I figured we were going to have to give it a little extra room because of how these support zones were holding up. This was a starter entry. That was a starter entry. Once we got this bounce clear off of that zone, I went ahead and added to my position again. And then it was just all a matter of taking profits. Right? It was all a matter of trying to take profits. I tried to put out a take profit right here. However, it did not reach there. We got as high as 490 and didn't hit that 495 that I was looking for. And took a little more, another little piece off in here. So I stopped out of the rest there. This trade here almost brought me back into the green. Had it worked out and gone towards $5, it would have brought me back into the green. Regardless, it helped me come back, and I made back, you know, about 80% of my red on the day from that AMC initial trade. However, I would have not made as much had I not taken profits. On the first take profit on AMC, I reduced my risk. On my first take profit on AEHR, I reduced my risk. My follow-up take profits helped me bring down my red. And today, instead of being, you know, a red day, which was rather small to begin with, is now nothing more than a paper cut of a red day, right? A very small little loss on the red day here with that trade. I went 1 for 2. The day is just like that. The support zones aren't holding up cleanly. Resistance lines are holding up strong. Stocks are rather choppy overall. So, you know, it's just one of those days where I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to push it because it's not there, right? It's not there. We're not getting the clean follow-throughs that we'd want to have. It's not there. So I'm just going to sit on my hands here, right? The bounces I'm looking for into resistance didn't come. Like earlier, we were watching the SPY. Right, we had the SPY start to sell off, and right in here I said, all right guys, I'm going to watch and see if we can get a bounce in the SPY towards 426. I was looking for a bounce back here. At the time, the 9 AMA and VWAP were up there as well, right in here in this 426 zone. It didn't bounce. It just went lower. So we're not getting what I'm looking for, so I'm just going to sit on my hands the rest of the day more than likely and just book this day as it is. Tomorrow's a new day. Oh, guys, before I forget, let me show you the alerts here. Here are the alerts. Long starter AMC put, $30 strike, July 23rd expiration, into 22. Taking some profits, 232. Flat, 206. Long starter AEHR, 466. 450 stop. Taking some profits, 480. More off, 482. More off, 480 again. And then flat, 467. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I'm going to go ahead and chill probably the rest of the day here as far as trading goes. I'm still going to watch the charts. I'm still going to be active in chat, okay? And I'm still going to be making a list for tomorrow, right? So make sure that you, just because it's chill mode doesn't mean the work is done. People make it seem like trading is only a 30-minute endeavor every single day, and that is far from the truth. Making lists, watching patterns, etc., it's work, all right? So if you're interested in actually learning, the daytraderchatroom.com is the place to be. Thank you very much for watching. Smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll catch you on the next one.